Hey guys, I'm High, and we're going to Dollywood, and so I like this is a continuation of some other videos that are equally as crap looking as this one, and I YOLO'd to the previous park, and I'm YOLOing to this one. I was like, dude, it's Wednesday, good enough time to just go to the last S tier amusement park in the United States that I've yet to visit, and by S tier I mean like the Disneys, the Universal, Cedar Point, Kings Island, Magic Mountain, Silver Dollar City. We're running out of parks like that. Basically, the best of the best, either in coasters or in being great. And Dollywood was 300 credits in, was missing this bitch. So here's where we are. I'm including too much of the introduction going into this park, largely because I don't know. It's just a theme I'm doing in these videos now. I guess it gets me in the right headspace of knowing how I'm going to narrate all of this stuff because other than the essential PowerPoint presentation that is the video that you're watching here with me, I don't really have any index cards or any kind of cues on where I'm going to go from here. So the Smoky Mountains, though, holy crap. I came here as a child, but I was like a cranky little piece of shit child. And all I remember was just I was annoying, and my family was just bearing with me. That's all I have of the Pigeon Forge area. And now I'm coming back here, and I'm so one-track oriented with my roller coaster shit that when I YOLO'd with no notice from Six Flags Over Georgia, I was like, okay, it's Monday, and this park only opens on Wednesday, but let's just go to Dollywood real quick. So I was like, yeah, whatever. I looked at the GPS. I have enough changes to close to get me back. And then we went there, and I'm like, oh, right. This is in the Smoky Mountains. Like, only when I was in the Smoky Mountains did I realize I was going into the Smoky Mountains. Like, that's how much of a crap person I am going into amusement parks. Like, it's just all about the credits. And, of course, the credits. Lightning Rod, the most beautiful, amazing, holy crap looking ass roller coaster ever. How the fuck did I not realize that Lightning Rod wasn't the Smoky Mountains? I didn't realize it until I was physically here. My God, that's embarrassing. Anyway, so we're going into this freaking park. I'm really excited because, I after visiting Silver Dollar City twice and knowing that it's the same people, the same upscale amazingness or whatever, did I really just why did I record all of this? Really? Just unedited. Quality professional entertainment, just zooming into like the swiped over bird shit stain that was on my fucking windshield. So look, to those of you who are watching this, like, what the fuck is this guy doing? The general theme of what I do in my videos is I record the entire walkthrough through every park that I go to, and I just mute everything that's going in there because it's not interesting and copyrights might get broken and all that crap. And so I just get really high a little bit later and then just record myself just complaining, or maybe sometimes I'm nice over the footage. And other than knowing what I've already recorded while stoned, by the way, I'm on like a lot of Delta 9 gummies at the parks, a lot. And so I've kind of got like hazy memory of there, and now I'm even hazier because like I'm at home, where I'm safe. And you see that it's the passenger I'm holding the camera and I'm driving, and then I only take the gummies when I get there, and then I'm safe. Okay, like, so don't drive high or drunk or fucked up. If you do that, I hate you. Fuck off. So look, we're still 4 minutes in, still like parking. Why is all of this still here? And I want to say that I wrote, oh shit. Oh, I know what's up with this. Okay, so I wrote in my notes asking my friend Christine, who helps me render these in 4K, to trim about a minute and a half. It's not like green car, that's my car, man. Like, it's easy to find in parking lots. Challenger, baby. 2515 Sublime, by the way. So what the fuck was I talking about? Yeah. Oh yeah. So it was about 2 minutes of that I was like, we need to trim this out, and I wrote into Notepad, and that Notepad file is still here. I'm still looking at it to trim out that part of the video because it's a little superfluous, just a little bit too much parking lot in the video about Dollywood. Good Lord. And I forgot to hit save. It's still showing with that little asterisk that I didn't save it, and thankfully I sent the asterisk stuff for the other 2 videos that needed it, but this one I fucked up. So you guys are just gonna have to suffer with me because there's no way I'm gonna go through the whole thing with dropping off the SD card with the original 4K footage and this whole thing. You're going to just, if you haven't already, skipped forward or clicked out by this point. I mean, holy fucking motherfuck. Or also because of my language. Parents, don't let your children watch this. That's fucked. Dollywood, that cart is cute, and I should have seen you 3 minutes ago based on what I was trying to keep in the video. Like, I try to go in blind on all of my footage with the reaction part, but I realize that whenever I start filming going into parks, I don't really know how long it'll take to get in, but I want to go get all the footage of, hey, I'm arriving, so you can get the whole full tourist experience as you mute me and, you know, listen to music or something as you watch these videos. Because, I mean, it's still 4K footage, it's still stabilized, it's still pretty good other than the 6 minutes worth of parking lot action you got. At least we've upgraded to a, what do you call this? I'm so high. Trolley or van? Whatever the fuck. It's not called a van. Oh my god. So let's just be here a little longer and not at Dollywood like we're like a solid, hey, look, at least the video is 44 minutes long, so I promise I'm not trolling you with a video of Dollywood that's just all parking lot. Holy shit. I was supposed to trim most of this off. I'm so sorry. Anyway, let's just move forward. We're entering Dollywood, and I couldn't be more excited because Lightning Rod was one of the only coasters left in the United States that had a chance of making my top anything remotely close to the top. For context, I have my top 5 going into this was 1 was Voyage, 2 was Steel Vengeance, 3X2, 4 Iron Gwazi, and 5 was El Toro, which this topped. So this became my new number 5, Lightning Rod. I don't know why I'm just getting to the point on that one. I mean, it's marvelous. I mean, I think it could have gotten higher if the rides, you know, I got were like the original wood coaster ride with the faster hill and the, you know, all of the masturbatory things that people from the past liked about it. But that fucking view of that fucking ride on those fucking quad down looking asses, absolutely marvelous, dude. Kind of gives me a headache. Dude, panning like that. Note to self, don't do that shit in future videos. Alright, it's 7 minutes and 40 seconds in. At any moment now, we'll be entering Dollywood, I promise. What is this? I mean, look, I'm not going to, like, start editing my videos. That's fucked. I might be more mindful about, like, how much of dumb crap I record in future videos and, like, you know, hit stop a little more. But I can't promise that I'm going to start editing videos because I have genuinely no video editing skills. I just send all of my footage to Christine. She sends me back a 720p version to do a voiceover, which I'm doing right now, as you dream more about better quality entertainment in your YouTube video watching habits and stuff. And then after that, I send it back with my complaining, and then with the music that copyright-free music that I pull up, and I'll give credit to it or whatever. And then you guys see this as the final product, and it's kind of reacty because as I start walking to this park, I just get higher and higher, and I'm so zooted, and I'm zooted here too, like different times that I'm zooted. And I'll let you know what I think about my, you know, 0.5-ish visit to Dollywood. Like, that made the math, what I just said makes no sense at all. Thank God I didn't record like that part. Alright, so one thing that I noticed about Dollywood, I recorded like a lot of the intro. Like, I meant to keep less of it because I thought that this was gonna be like an hour and a half long video, not just 44. Only 44, you know. Motherfuckers saw my Busch Gardens Williamsburg video saying like, this motherfucker calmed down at Dollywood. Yeah, I did. It's not physically a large park. So we went in gambling, both in over Georgia, but massively on Dollywood. The weather was forecast rain as fuck all of the days, but we were just gambling like fuck it. We were already in Georgia, and we already had good luck and Alabama Adventure. We were able to ride everything we wanted. Let's go to Pigeon Forge. Tuesday wasn't supposed to rain. It was a beautiful day. You know, go into the shops. And by the way, go to that moonshine place. Super fucking cool. Their cola moonshine is like the greatest shit. And then Wednesday, we'll see what's up. And I'm going in. We have to haul the lightning rod. That's the only thing possible. Look at those fucking wait times because the weather was fucked. It was like sporadic though. It wasn't like thundering all day. It was just rain stop, which it did. All of the rides in this park went up and down 5, maybe 6 times. It was a lot. But we were like, fuck it. Just get this ride on Lightning Rod, that downtime champion looking ass roller coaster right there. I just need to get that because, like, holy shit. Lightning Rod, Intimidator 305, Boulder Dash, and Shivering Timbers are the only coasters left in the United States, were at that moment, that had a chance of cracking my top, like, 7 or 8. I've learned through Canopy Coaster that Coaster at Playland has a chance. So that's pretty cool. And then you have to go to Europe for stuff that has a chance beyond that, which will be 2024 action for me. 25. I gotta get to the US first. But anyway, so I'm hauling the Lightning Rod. Like, I gotta get on this. And also, my friend, up to that point, all she's really done as the biggest ride was Rampage at Alabama Adventure. No. Over Georgia. So, like, Goliath at Over Georgia was basically the champion of oh shit. And the Twisted Cyclone broke down on our asses, so we didn't get that credit. I rode it before. My least favorite RMC, and then right in here, I'm upgrading the Lightning Rod. I'm like, Twisted Cyclone is kind of rendered obsolete when we're going to Lightning Rod, though. Like, come on, dog. I didn't realize Lightning Rod was so close to the front of the park, and boy, was I excited. So we're just, you see, like, just unabridged, like, fuck looking at anything. Let's just hit that Lightning Rod ride, and then we can appreciate the park, because I was pretty comfortable that I was going to be doing a lot of walking because of the rain and stuff. I had an extra pair of socks in my pocket. Like, I was ready for a rainy ass day. As I pass by Dippin' Dots, I'm going to try every time to acknowledge Dippin' Dots because it's at almost every park. In fact, Alabama Adventure that I just went to is like the only time that I haven't seen Dip. Why am I talking about that? Lightning Rod. All right, so I'm walking up here and I'm like, oh my God, it's running. Oh my God, it dispatched. I'm like, just get out of my way, everyone. I need to go on this now. And I'll spoil this part now because it's on my mind. It went down for rain immediately after the ride that we went on ended. Like, I was about to be a fart knocker about, like, hey, can we wait one cycle for the back or something, because I wanted to, be a coaster enthusiast. Asshole. Dickhead. And something happened that made me just have to go to, like, row 8 or something, or, middle back-ish. And I'm really glad that happened, because when we arrived, like, we were already hearing the announcement, down for weather in the station. So, pretty fucking good luck. Pretty good energy for this trip. And I'll tell you what, rain up, down, all around. Forecast to be a piece of shit all day. Almost negligible crowds. 5 rides on Lightning Rod, and I hit every credit in this fucking park today. It was a dream day at Dollywood. And that's one thing, guys, like, that I can tell you guys is, like, gambling on rain is something you should do, because the general public's like, fuck that crap. But as long as, you're not, stranded if you really do get the rain, fuck that. But anyway, it was amazing. And I didn't realize how beautiful the view would be for Lightning Rod. So I've seen that makes no sense. I mean, I've watched the POV so many times. I never paid attention to the Smoky Mountains on the quad down, because I'm only paying attention to, like, trying to interpret the G-forces with my brain, as I'm watching it or whatever. But what really set it apart was not my first ride, which I got in, like, row 8. Which was, incredible. It was already top 10. But I was like, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9. I was like, oh shit, it's a little lower than I thought it would be, right? But then when I did the whole cycle of the park after, the rain out, maybe 3 hours later, I don't know. I went to the front row. I got 4 more rides. We got 4 more rides. And front row, dude, with the unabridged view on the quad down of one of the most gorgeous backdrops of any coaster in the world. Top 5. That's what got it there. Absolutely hauling. Really, really good, considering, I mean, I went later in the day on those rides that were hauling the most, but it was still like a wet day. Look at that. Look at that. And that's the nerfed launch. I mean, I can see why it's people's number 1 if it starts at 125%. I mean, come on, it's physics. I get it. If this were accelerated like that, I mean, yeah. The ride's a little shorter than Iron Gwazi, much shorter than Steel Vengeance, so I don't know if I could ever, I don't even think if optimal Lightning Rod would have maybe gotten my number 1, but number 5 for sure. absolutely fucking holy shitting motherfucking holy shit. That is a really, really good roller coaster. It flies. It has no moment that is wasted. And I feel like a crap reviewer. What am I doing here? What are those what was I trying to do with those gestures? What was even that? I'm drinking water because I don't know. By the way, every time I say drink water in videos, I'm actually smoking weed. But this time I'm actually drinking water. So I'm gonna do something real quick. Smoke weed, guys. And now I smoke weed. Now I'll actually smoke my weed. Give me a second. Yeah, shrug your shoulders. Yeah, man. Because the weather just went down for rain. Wait, I said that wrong. I'm probably pissed off because like the announcement just hit the park. Like, all right, guys, just letting all of the customers at Dollywood know that due to lightning strikes within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever of Hollywood, all of the rides are temporarily fucked. Please enjoy the other attractions, such as that indoor coaster that the entire park is about to go to. We will keep you updated here at Dollywood on when the rides become unfucked. And so after they made that announcement, I'm like, well, this is great in a weird way, because I still need to do the whole walkthrough of this video for you guys to see all of the stuff at Dollywood. And hold on, man, I didn't smoke my weed. Give me a second. All right, lemonade. So Rampage, that's at Alabama Adventure bootleg looking ass. So really beautiful fountain, I guess, and families and whatever. So right now we're walking at a park where everything's fucked because of the rain. It's actually a pretty generous policy. A lot of parks are like lightning striking within like a certain radius or whatever, and theirs is like they'll open it sooner than like a Cedar Fair park would. So that, I think, had something to do with why I got the opportunity to do everything I wanted. Basically, lightning rod 5x, everything that matters 2 or 3x, and the non-matterers 1x. You know, like whistle punk chaser and shit. So, all in all, amazing day regarding that. If I forget to mention it, the food, I had they had like the biggest like griddle wok pan looking, I don't know what cooking is, looking thing, where they had like a Philly steak thing. Really fucking with like a potato hash seasoned family potato looking the family potatoes, like that's awesome what I think they are, like, you know, like those like chunky ass little family potatoes. Delicious, absolutely. I was high and that went down like medicine. I mean, wait, that's it, that fucked up. It was medicine for my soul. It went down like medicine. That sounds like I'm saying it sucks. It was delicious. It was like the only like that, and I had some other thing that doesn't matter. It's the only really better food I've had was at Silver Dollar City, which I think after this trip, after that woman scratches her back, I hope you scratch that itch. I hope that itch went away, bitch. I said bitch as an interjection. She's not a bitch. So at Silver Dollar City, I still believe that it's a better park. Silver Dollar City, you see how like there's gorgeous natural scenery and foliage to the left and to the right, in front and behind you at Dollywood. At Silver Dollar City, it's all of that, but it's also above you. You can't see where you are. You get actually lost, and you want to get lost. It's like a dreamy thing. All of the coasters, you can't even see them. They're all hidden behind foliage unless you get into the line. Like Thunderation, Time Traveler, that's true. Outlaw Run, I'm making sure I'm not lying. Powder Keg, you can't really see until you're in there. Wildfire, you can't see at all, and that one is off the side of a fucking mountain. I mean, I can't decide which is a more beautiful fucking scene, Wildfire or Lightning Rod. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, Lightning Rod's better because it's a better roller coaster, but whew. So food, immersion, just being a great place. I think Silver Dollar City is still king, comfortably over Dollywood. But here's the thing. Dollywood is a way, way better amusement park than 95% of amusement parks. It's fucking awesome. This is like, for if you're a family person with children, sorry, or you're old. I mean, you see like all of the people who are just pigeon forgers. They like if you go into the city, there's people like they have like a timeshare and shit. They just stay in Pigeon Forge during all of their holiday downtime because the stores are cool, the food's cool, the locals are cool, the personalities are great, and Dollywood is here. I mean, like, I think a lot of these people, just have a season pass in Dollywood, and they do their like mall walker jog here, and then just eat and hey friend, how are you, and leave. And oh wait, Wild Eagle, maybe I'll ride that. It's cool. It's very, very. It feels like a combination of an upscale tourist destination and an incredibly attention to detail looking ass family park. The whole family element is clearly evident in this place, and I really do appreciate it. It's kind of like a best of all worlds because their roller coasters are incredible. Lightning Rod is here. It really does have every fucking thing you want in a fucking amusement park. Like even like stores. I mean, and a chapel. They have a chapel here. Hey, you want to just attend church service at an amusement park? Come hang out at fucking Dollywood. Like, I'm sure you can get married in there. And it's probably really, really well done and great. And I think that's probably an accredited chapel and everything. It's a little, the nature, environment, the vibes here are a little more conservative, Republican, family, Christian. I'm not saying that derogatorily in any regard, by the way. But you kind of feel that kind of aura around there in Pigeon Forge. It's certainly not, Los Angeles here. But what does come with all of that is some of the best Southern hospitality I've ever seen. Like, the staff here is just crazy cool. Just really warm, friendly. And, like, an example, we were in Lightning Rod, and I really wanted to get that front row ride, and then I wanted to go and call Lacey back so Lacey could try that front row ride, because I was like, dude, this is a game changer. You have to do this. And the guy, I told him, look, we're out of town and this, being a line. He's like, what you do is just get into the single rider line, and he let an entire train fill up, and then using the single rider line, let me go in first. And more than once, I got like 3 front row rides in a row, because the way they do it is they don't do it in the station. It's like on the floor below. They send the train out assigning seats. I guess I should have said that like a long time ago. And so you were row 1, you're row 2, you're row 3, you're row 4. And they send the whole train and then let me have row 1 3 times in a row. And I was like, dude, you didn't have to do that. I'm sure that's not Dollywood's policy. And he was like, well, this is the reason why Dollywood got like best customer service 8 years in a row or something like that. And da-da-da. I'm like, well, shit. Deservedly so, motherfucker. I didn't call him a motherfucker. The guy was anything but a motherfucker. The guy was a cool guy. Clearly a cool guy. And then, so we see that fucking thing over there, past the waterfall. That fucking thing is called a Blazing Fury, and it is a fucking a dark ride. And who's it by? Who the fuck is this by? RCDB is not telling me anything. Okay, it's made by somebody. It's basically Fire in the Hole Part 0.7. Like, it's like the same ride, but Fire in the Hole is better. And we didn't go there this time, even though it was open, because, the only open roller coaster, it had, a 3,000 hour wait or something like that. I might be exaggerating by a few minutes. And I'm like, we'll do that. We did a revolution around Dollywood, I think 4 times. So, like, basically, I knew the park like the back of my hand after the second time, considering it's just a perfect circle on the most part, with like a little happy little place uphill for a few seconds with like Dragonflier and Thunderhead and shit. So right now we're going to Tennessee Tornado. Let me tell you about that fucking roller coaster fucking thing. I love aerodynamics a lot, and I really have made a coordinated effort with my coaster traveling plans or whatever to try to prioritize going to parks that have old arrows, because they're dying and they're not going to be replaced because aerodynamics is dead, and they got sued because they fucked up on X2 and shit. So I wanted to ride that, and I knew that the Tennessee Tornado had like the biggest loop fucking looking thing. And is that it? Did I not show walking in at the station? Oh yeah, I think I was. No, there it is. Okay. I was about to lie or something. See, the ride's closed, but we did ride it later. So basically, pretend everything's actually open, because I just did a loop around the park exactly as you see it one more time when all the rides reopened, and then I hit everything. So like that was the narration of the day. So I had a big ass loop, and I knew all about that, but I didn't really know anything else about the like the only arrow looper that had a loop that did that big looking thing. And I was like, dude, let's go. And I got off it. I'm like, holy shit. Holy fuck. That's actually a motherfucking amazing. I really, really, really like that motherfucker. And it became, I want to say, my second favorite coaster in the park. No, third, Thunderhead. Thunderhead ended up notching it out. But I think it's absolutely marvelous, man. I think that, I have 53 Thunderhead and 57 Tennessee Tornado. The reason why is, first of all, the smoothest fucking... Y'all were saying the Canyon Blaster fucking Adventure Dome thing was the smoothest arrow. Y'all are lying. Y'all are full of fucking shit. I think I said the same thing about Loch Ness Monster. I like Loch Ness Monster. It was a lot smoother than I thought, but Tennessee Tornado was just straight up. I was bracing like with the bulky OTSRs that it was going to be a piece of shit. Not even remotely close. Front, back, middle, all of it. I got a few rides on that. Absolutely marvelous, dude. Fucking good. Fucking great. Like really awesome. Just straight up. Here is my cute little baby, fucking FireChaser Express over there. And I went into it not expecting a whole lot. I knew that it was an upper tier family coaster, kind of thrill coaster-ish a little bit, and that people liked it. But I don't think I ever watched the POV. And I went into that thing, and wow, I loved it. And my friend Lacey absolutely adored it. And I think the energy was pretty contagious because like the whole train was just super happy. It started because we were sweating because it was kind of hot, but then it started drizzling during the second round it was open, and it started drizzling again, but it didn't shut the rides down. And that drizzle during the backwards and the little pyrotechnic thing that I didn't know was happening. I'm sorry if I spoiled it. It's too late. If I'm only spoiling that there's like a fire thing on that ride now, on FireChaser Express now, I'm sorry I spoiled it, but you should have known by now. Holy crap. And it was so quirky and kooky and silly that, sorry if you hear my chair moving around because my back really hurts, but I'm going to finish this one take because there's only 17 minutes left and I don't have time to... Also, my nose is itching because I never wipe the fucking dust off my fucking microphone. Sorry I'm saying the word fuck so much, but my allergies are crazy. My back hurts. I'm at Dollywood. I was having so much more fun there than I am now. But look, I'm going to top it through. Look, so there's some pumpkin bullshit. I'm sure that if you watch a channel that cares more about the tourist experience, such as, Super Enthused or a channel like that, you'll get a much more impressive documentation on why that matters rather than, hey, it's some theming. I mean, I'm not really good at that. So we're going up to, I don't know if Mystery Mine is next. Did we even talk about Wild Eagle? Hold on. Whatever. Wild Eagle was great. The view in that bitch was, I don't know if I'd walk past it again. That shit on Wild Eagle was incredible. Really, really beautiful view. But we're going to walk past it, right? Anyway, I'm just going to talk about these. I forget which one's next because I'm so high. And there's Mystery Mine right there. I'm going to give you a moment of full transparency and honesty on this fucking ride. So you see that little thing right there where the ride is incomplete? Right in the front there. I think I'm going to pan to it in a little bit if you don't see it yet. I was just, talking to my friend, explaining, like, these are the things, Gerstlauer, they exist, and all of that kind of fucking shit. And I pointed at that broken, what I thought, looking section of track. I was like, wow, they must... Oh, yeah, I think I saw an article recently or something that they were, like, editing this coaster down. And I was confusing this with some other coaster, I guess. And, I was looking at the incomplete part of the track, and I was just explaining something that did not exist. I was making that up. I was basically lying, but I thought it was true. I was like, I think this is the... No, it was theming. It was an incomplete steel part of track that was just a theme to the mystery of the mine or whatever. And I was convinced that they altered the track after the fact. And I believed this story that I told myself for suspiciously long, and I'm really embarrassed about that. But I wanted to be transparent about it because transparency as a YouTuber apparently wins you awards. Look, that incomplete track. Finally, the thing that I meant to be talking about. I sincerely believe that was once something you wrote on. That's because I'm a fucking idiot. I'm just letting you know that. I don't know. I think I figured it out. I was already finished on my second ride on Mystery Mine. when some fucking guy that was on a row with us, I was explaining, like, what's up with the incomplete track? Like, when did they change the track? And he's like, that's theming, dude. I'm like, shit. And, so anyway, I love that coaster way the fuck more than I thought I would, man. I loved it. It made my top 100, and it's what, thrill-ish, family-ish ride. The theming was really cool. The way that it does that little vertical lift hill thing. It's basically my biggest beef with family dark rides is that the thrill component is just very rarely ever there. And Mystery Mine was cool because it was that kind of vibe with the theming and like attention to detail, but actually thrilled you. So it immediately became my favorite fucking Eurofighter. Like straight up. I mean, I haven't been on the Takabisha clone Minnesota fucking looking ass, but yeah, I mean, Infinity coasters are better, I guess. I've only been on Hang Time, and that shits on that for sure. But other than that, absolutely delicious roller coaster. I bought a T-shirt. I always, whenever I go to amusement parks, I try to. There's Big Bear Mountains location. Just go to RCDB for more information on that. I don't feel like fucking talking about what I don't know about. I mean, come on, I'm being an asshole. Big Bear Mountain. It's by Vekoma. Huh. I do know that it's like an upper family thrill ride looking thing, like a nice like little, not mid but a little higher tier kind of fun little fucking thing. I'm looking forward to it when I come back, which I will absolutely. I'm absolutely coming back to Dollywood. So I was saying that my favorite thing to do regarding buying merch is I like to represent the underdog with a T-shirt I buy at every park. I walked out of Dollywood fully planning on getting either a Thunderhead or Tennessee Tornado shirt, which I didn't even really find one. But I saw that Mystery Mine shirt. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to rep my first family ride on a T-shirt. The only T-shirts I ever buy are like, hey, there's a ferry or something. Wow, lost my... There's Dragonflier. Obviously, it's closed just like everything else was because we did this during a walk of a rainy whatever. But then we did come back. And when we came back, I rode it, and it was probably my favorite. I rode that same Vekoma suspended family thing in a few other parks. And this is easily the best one because I like the trenches. Like, you know how like Montu has trenches that make it really more interesting with immersion and proximity to the ground and shit? Not that I'm calling this Montu or anything, but imagine that in a family ride setting with a little bit of kick. It was really nice. I mean, nothing incredibly high. I don't even know if it is ranked. Did I even rank this? Dragon. Nope. It's not even. Well, the reason why is if it's under my top 200, I don't rank it. That's why. It's not that it's like not worthy or something like that. It was nice. It was a cute, cool little family ride, but a little higher than family. As I was higher and not with families. And there's a bear. I guess he's the Big Bear Mountain Bear or Blue's Clues Bear, whatever. Blue's Clues is not a bear. What is a bear in the Big Blue House? I'm high. There's Dippin' Dots, and I need to eat at Dippin' Dots more, or they need to pay me or something. I don't know what I'm pointing at now. Did I even get the Dragonflier yet? I don't think I did. That little ride thing, I rode my first version of it a couple weeks later at like some water park that got a hamster wheel coaster, and the hamster wheel coaster was closed, which was fucked. But I rode my first of that, and like the little snappy thing. Well, the one that I rode doesn't do the snapping thing. It's like Lake Erie Eagles, or maybe I'm a fucking idiot, but I think that all three of those are the same ride. And it was nice, but I couldn't do the whip thing. Where do they have one where you can whip the shit out of it? Like Canopy Lake Park or one of those places? I don't know, but it was nice even without it, but it's incomplete without the ability to make it. Anyway, so that's Dragonflier, and these women are like, this guy, everyone's like, oh my god, my life's difficult right now. I'm in one of the most beautiful amusement parks, and I have to wait a little bit for a ride. Fuck my life. Can't get worse than this, dog. So here I am, I believe, thinking that I'm walking around it, but in reality, I'm just lost. Being real with you, I want to get the Thunderhead, and I don't know what I'm doing. And your guess is as good as mine on how long it takes for me to figure out what the fuck I'm fucking doing right now. Like, come on, man. What is this shit? I mean, I knew then that I had probably a little too much weed. I even backed off of those Delta 9s because they were hitting me a little too strong at this point. But my God, I don't know what I just thumbed down. Whenever I do these little crap hand gestures in videos that I wish I would stop doing, I don't know why I keep doing it. I'm assuming that me later on in this voiceover mode is just gonna know what the fuck the context is when the entire thing's been silent. I can't hear the conversations, and I'm completely out of touch with reality both then and now, and I'm like sitting here like, yep, good call, dude. Thumbs down to the short cue or whatever I was looking at. I don't even know. It went by too quickly for me to even know what the fuck I was doing. Well, anyway, so I think we walked by most of the stuff, and we're gonna walk over to. By the way, I'm really embarrassed. I was so high that for most of the day, I called Thunderhead Tennessee Tornado, and I called Tennessee Tornado Thunderhead. And Lacey was being really patient with me, but I was talking about both coasters totally wrong. Don't listen to me for too long when I say wrong things. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Fuck off. I'm just being real with you about that. Wild Eagle, I didn't talk enough about that. Very, 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 very beautiful setting. Smooth as fuck. I'm liking Wildfire more in terms of comparing, coasters that do that kind of shit. Really pleasant. Mystery Mine, I already talked about that shit. And I want to say that I at least walked by Thunderhead / Tennessee Tornado Head Thunder. Anyway, I'm rambling a lot because I just don't really know how long I walk completely crookedly. Like, how am I holding my selfie stick camera looking thing and walking crookedly like this? Like, I'm trying to envision the position of my body and my wrist, and what is this? What am I going for here? I must have been so engrossed in a conversation or something. That's one thing I can't multitask. Like, if you want to get a higher chance of getting into a car accident with me and I'm driving, just talk to me about like philosophy or something, and then I'll crash my car. I just cannot multitask, and I think part of why I'm filming like fucking shit is that I'm like, this is the obligation of getting the footage. Yep. Pay attention to that. I believed that was previously a writable part of fucking Mystery Mine back in the day. That never happened. Motherfucker. Anyway, so I'm walking downhill, and then we're kind of, I believe, getting close to fucking Thunderhead, which, dude, that kid, calm down. Really awesome freaking wood coaster. Ended up edging out, I'm fucking them up again. Edging out Tennessee Tornado, correct. That's, yes, the arrow. As my second favorite in the park after Lightning Rod. And that as the top 3 of the park is amazing, especially when the supporting cast. I mean, you've got FireChaser Express as a family ride. Absolutely amazing. At some point here, I passed by Whistle Punk Chaser. I'm probably going to miss it because it's fine. It's a family ride. I've been on a bunch of them that look exactly like that. Most recently at Frontier City, which is so recent that I haven't even gotten to my Frontier City video yet. It's the next one. So that's not worth talking about very much. And Wild Eagle is, your usual gorgeous backdrop, pleasant B&M fare. I mean, maybe not the best in its craft, but still freaking really nice. Blazing Fury, it's, probably the only weak spot in the lineup here, because Fire in the Hole takes a dump on it as a better version of everything that Blazing Fury is. But it's still nice. I mean, it's fun. It's, for what it is, it's unique. If you haven't been to Silver Dollar City, you wouldn't be complaining like my fucking ass. Dragonflier is the best of its suspended family coaster brethren. Lightning Rod is, GOAT. The Canopy's #1 roller coaster out of 1,200 looking fucking ass, and not to mention a lot of other people. And this is the nerfed version with the slower lift tail and the steel eye box replacement, taking away the integrity of it being a full wood coaster. At least this park still, there's Whistle Punk Chaser. That's about all the attention I give to it, right? Oh, wow, actually give enough attention to pan to it. Very nice. Who cares? Like, I don't even think your 8-year-old child cares when they're looking at Lightning Rod. Like, 8-year-olds aren't stupid. They see what the real coasters are. Grandpa, why are you putting me on this piece of shit? Put me on literally the coaster right next door to it. Oh, son, well, that might beat you up. Well, good, I'm a child. I want to get beat up. It's Thunderhead, and it doesn't even beat you up. I don't even know why I'm talking about being beat up. This is a totally pleasant wood coaster. They do great maintenance on it. It's got that whole wood coaster personality rattle, but you want that. You totally want that. It's thrilling. It's fun. It hauls ass. It's right next to a fucking Mist fan, and Mist fans are the shit. It's still closed here, but just remember I told you, narrate the park with me, you know, on round 2 where everything's open, which I didn't record because that would be really, really redundant and stupid, and I don't think anybody, including me, would want to watch that shit. There's the pavement. Why? What is that? I think I was asking questions about when everything's opening or what their policies are, or like what's your astrology sign or some stupid question. And then whatever, and I get to it in round 2, so I already told you my opinion. It's actually really amazing. It's a very good coaster. Basically, every coaster in this park either met Lightning Rod or exceeded my expectations, everything but Blazing Fury, basically. You see this whole like left and right with all the trees and beautiful stuff? Basically imagine that with like 130% more. And that's Silver Dollar City. That's the only difference between those parks, is that the immersion there is mesmerizing, while the immersion here is really, really, really well done. But not as mesmerizing, I guess. Still completely blows out of the water the theming and attention to detail of literally every Six Flags park, every Cedar Flag park. Cedar Flag. Shout out to Cedar Flags. Cedar Fair Park. Or, I mean, the only parks that are rivaling it in the United States that I can think of in terms of attention to detail are the Universals and the Disneys. And Silver Dollar City, which beats it. Absolutely amazing park. If you're a coaster enthusiast, you have to get to it. And get to it much sooner than I did. I had 308 credits or 300, some number like that, before going to fucking Dollywood. I'm an asshole. I'm a piece of shit. I'm glad I finally got to it, and I will return. Pigeon Forge as a whole is just such a great place to go. Just great getaway, really beautiful. Reminds you that, you know, not all of the United States is an ugly, you know, Louisiana. I get the shit on Louisiana. I live in Louisiana. Fuck Louisiana. Fucking just got a fucking Ladybug credit because it's the only coaster literally operating in the state. I mean, fuck SB&O or Abandoned is the rest of my home. So to have Dollywood 9 hours away is kind of a treat. So whenever I just like, you know, feel like doing, you know, 18 hours of driving, which honestly compared to the rest of the country's roller coaster lineup is pretty good, I'm going to go back to Dollywood. I'll do that over, you know, all my other options, like over Georgia and the Texases and Silver Dollar City is about the same drive, and Holiday World is too. Whatever. Dollywood's great, and this video is about to end a little sooner than it otherwise would, because I walk up like to the RV entrance or some shit like that, and I think that's the actual front entrance, even though the real front entrance is like a tiny bit more. So I only gave you 97% of the walk through Dollywood, maybe 98%. I know that's not 100, and for that reason, you should disregard every opinion you've heard in this entire video. None of them are valid. I'm not valid, and but if you enjoyed what I'm doing, please let me know, or thumb up or unsubscribe or whatever you need to do to make your life feel better. Thank you for watching and listening, and go to Dollywood. I mean, like, I know that I reviewed this park very poorly. However, watch every other review on Dollywood from every other person who matters, and you're gonna confirm that Dollywood is really great, and Dolly Parton should be celebrated, I guess. If Dolly Parton were physically at Dollywood when I was there, I wouldn't care.